Okay. Alright guys, we're a little bit further into the game. We're actually quite a bit further into the game. We're in the second zone, but I've opened up a lot of the warp stuff. And... oh, colony management. Domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the ascetic Nicomedes Cephas, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims revering Cephas' rival claimed Cephas to be a thief who has stolen the relic of Saint Cagnatius and disturbed the sacrament of the resting place. To sate his greed, the Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statement and the desecration of the ascetic burial site. Saint Nicomedes Cephas is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Foulstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Cree, but his most famous feat was his search for the burial site of the legendary preacher Saint Cagnatius, who conquered the Expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind a score of relics. Cephas, whatever, was able to track down some of those relics. The order was named after the power hammer of St. Cagnatius' pious charge. By coming to a foreign realm, the Malpians are demonstrating their insolence. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of St. Cagnatius and to learn the ways of St. Cephas. In this way, they would be of use for returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer would be satisfied. That is actually really good. There was a similar case of belief disputes in the Fifth Ophelian Cathedral, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teaching if they lost. I propose to invoke the cathedral's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. Interesting. They believe that their faith is superior, then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of the Hammer does not accept their argument, it would be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of St. Cagnatius if they prove it with their own blood and pain. I like my idea too. These are all very good ideas. I feel this is a bad idea just because this, I feel, would lead to them Like, it might lead them to getting along. Shall be done, Lord Captain. Fantastic. 100 Malpeans were tonsured into the Order of the Hammer, and the two teachings were forced to coexist within the walls of one monastery. Completed a Celestial Protector. Complacency +1, Profit Factor +2. No. Oh, whoa. So, oh, nice. Okay, so that did that. St. Ignatius left behind many treasures that are now coveted by powerful men and women. Rogue Trader Incendia Corda possesses the shards of a priceless combi tool bearing the saint's fingertips, formally reclaiming the relic via the Adeptus Administratum, but the bureaucratic war requiring influential indulgence for sales. Selling the forgiveness of the ecclesiarchy can be a significant source of revenue. Thousand-faced relic. The monks demand a great work. Thousands of faithful with skin entirely covered in scars in the form of lines from scripture. Okay, why isn't it letting me do it? Oh. That is why. And I can't execute more than one at a time. Fair. Yeah, that's my only colony right now, so... Adrenaline war boots. At the start of the wearer's turn, they gain 20% dodge until the end of the round. I mean... Oh. Well, there you go. Malpean Shroud. Whenever the wearer deals damage with a melee attack, they gain Iconoclast. Well, I don't have any Iconoclast, but he has Iconoclast. Nope. Pirate's Scarf. The scarf grants its wearer plus 20 bonus to coercion and applies a -5 penalty to awareness. It covers your eye. If that's fair. Nothing new here. Anver's Chainsword. When hit by this weapon, the target suffers -5 penalty to armor stacks. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, both of these are good. +10 parry, -10% enemy weapon skill when hit. When hit by a weapon, by this weapon, the target suffers -5% penalty to armor stacks. Man, I don't know. That's a tough one. I only have 40 strength, but what about heavy armor? Yeah, I can't because I don't have 45 strength yet. Which kinda sucks because I do want... I think I get a stat bonus there. I wonder if it'll allow me to put points in strength. So I kinda want to wear heavy armor. I'll skip it for now. I'll put something else. Character Chastety. Oh, I mean, I could do that, I guess, but that's kind of a waste for now. Yeah, +1 stack to Disturbed. The devotee gains +4 times wound bonus percentage to armor against attacks of demons and warp damage. Manipulator mech and dendrites attack enemies in close combat, pushing them. Tech priests can use their mechadendrites to restore the wounds of any ally once per combat. Yeah. That sounds great. Allies affected by any of the Vanguard's abilities gain +2 Vanguard FEL bonus armor. While the Vanguard has at least one temporary wound, they gain +5 to... Oh, that's cool, because he does have temporary wounds often. Yeah. Nope. Hmm. Inscribe so the psychic gains. Oh, can I not buy? She does need to dodge more, I agree. Okay. What's this? Oh, a Mazoa pattern hand flamer. It is better. I mean, it's not better than my. Wait, I did get a new plasma pistol though. Where is it? This is a identical plasma pistol. Okay.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Because like I said, everybody, this is like well, here, let's save and find out. We are like 22 hours into the game, probably. So yeah. I just wanted to see what I was doing wrong, and I wanted to make sure my character had the most opportunities for stuff. She's also a contrary to my other character, she is a Jesus. Remote's not working very well. She's a soldier, but I took a Death World Ministorum Priest is what I took as an origin. So yeah. Yeah. But like I have Argenta has a Thunder Hammer on this build. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Wait, what's he having his? What the hell does Pascal have? I never noticed that. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the healing thing now. Very interesting. I hope we get more mecha dendrites, to be honest. I think it'd be really cool to get more.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Yeah, there's nothing else, I don't think, right? Kill the Anvers.
The divine watches over us.
Oh, there's a door here. What's in here?
Stay faithful, and you will be
some
rewarded.
Goods. Take those goods. Some bads? No, just goods.
This path to the end.
Okay, so this guy, that was it, right? There's nothing else. That's a dead end. Yep, okay.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
So we killed the cult. We rid this place of cultists. We rid this place of crime kingpin. Oh, also, Idira died in this version. I killed her completely by accident. She was going warp crazy, and I had the option to save her, and I didn't read properly, and I
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Okay.
Blessed is Von Valancius' bloodline.
Warehouse, and that is the martyr's entrance. So let's go pick. You know what? Let's go to the warehouse first. I clear this place up of all the scum. Of course, there's going to be combat in here too.
What is rightfully ours.
Just don't know what kind of combat. So we're going to save, even though I'm sure it just saved. Yeah.
No,
I can't. We're only 21 hours into the game, and I'm only. This is like I've explored other places. I've set up a colony, but we're only like this is only the second sector after the first one.
The divine watches over us.
I'm happy about how large this game is. It makes me very happy.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
We're all bound by the blood of martyrs.
Let us walk this path to the end.
This big empty warehouse. Something's hinky here. Something's not right. Ain't no reason for this place to be completely empty.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Ah, bah, 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 bah.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I found.
And what is rightfully ours exactly? You keep saying that, but I'm not really sure what is rightfully ours. I gave Heinrichs
Know your duty.
the chaos weapon. Maybe if we're lucky he'll give it back to us. Now what be this? Just
We
a
are
big
bound by the
fumey
blood of
pile
martyrs.
of whatever. Okay, so that's all this warehouse has? Really? Oh. Okay. So it's just a big area at the beginning.
This path to the end.
What am I stuck on? Hello, what am I Wait, what am I stuck? Wow, I was stuck on a box. I didn't have my dig in a box. I was stuck on a box.
The divine watches over us.
Is there a way to vault in here? Oh no, but you can sort of just go in here. Oh, okay, very odd.
Let the
Wait.
faith guide my path to glory.
Wait, what? Okay, this entire building doesn't exist. That's very weird.
We
There's
shall
like I
reclaim
can
what
literally
is
walk through the
rightfully
wall.
ours.
Okay, there's nothing else here. This entire area is weird. There's something weird happening here. It's glitchy. I wonder if maybe there's something wrong with it or my game. I wish I had a way to do shorts for formats. Just, oh, apparently we have not gone. Let's go get this.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Wait. Oh, I can't get to it 'cause it's in the containment zone. Okay. Oop. So then, is there anything here-ish? Or is that the contaminated zone? Yeah, that's the containment zone. Okay. Or not the containment zone, but the what's it called? Quarantine zone.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs. We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Will he let me go? No dice, not gonna happen. We're letting no one in, I'm telling you right now. Bribes and intimidation won't work on me, so don't even try. We can file a petition with the Liege if you're so desperate, but my advice to you would be to go on your merry way. The Void's got plenty of nasty, dangerous holes. You don't have to die in this one in particular. You'll go in and die, and that means I'll have more corpses to burn. Fair, I mean, I guess. Don't you like burning corpses, though? I kind of like burning corpses. Better than burning wood. Oh, they're going different ways. Look at that. The party split up. I ain't never seen that before. Let's find out what's going on here.
I forge my destiny among the stars.
Martyr's Endurance. I don't know what this is. A temple? Yeah, workers.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Yeah, a little tech use here. What's that? Hey, what? You can see the support system, the WH40k life support system. It seems that whoever dismantled the vessel decided just to leave it in place.
Know your duty.
Oh, as in this was a vessel. Oh, this is the bar. Okay.
The divine watches over us.
I agree. Very good name for a liquor.
We shall reclaim
But you know what they say?
ours.
Liquor? I hardly know her.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Medice 80%. Who's my Medice? The Medice. Okay, I don't have a Medice apparently. Come here. There we go. Poorly washed plates plastered with remnants of unsightly food. Unsightly food is my favorite kind of
Let
food.
us walk this path to the end.
Much better than delicious food. Delicious food is for fucking losers.
I better myself through my service.
And bratwursts are for
We are
kings.
bound by the blood of martyrs.
Uh-oh, what the hell just happened? I walked into a cutscene. Okay, that's fine.
Rough day.
Rough day, Jay. You have no idea.
I just might.
I just might.
That's
Oh.
the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
Oh,
Does that unholy scion of a grog send a braha?
she's the other pirate.
Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out.
You can, I agree. I never liked that whole expression, like, you eat with your eyes. I don't eat with my eyes. I taste with my taste buds, and I eat with my hands and my mouth. Like, the food is brought to my mouth with my hands. So, I never liked that expression. I don't care what it looks like, as long as it tastes good and it smells good. I'm not...
Have we met somewhere before? Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall.
Also, I have a retinue of, like, a Mechanicum priest, a
The timing couldn't be better.
navigator, an inquisitor, and a sister sororitas, an adeptus sororitas. So, 1 + 1 equals I'm a big deal. Just saying.
Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may I steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps
Wonder if I can
it would be no
recruit her.
trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
She's a cold trader, a smuggler who deals in Xenos artifacts. Apart from this heresy, I know of no other grave crimes committed by her.
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and
I think I probably already did.
thieves' heads that taking Hidari's property carries certain risks.
I suspect that Vladaim wants to keep the cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place. The Liege is neglecting his duties. I shall become your patron. Interested. Vladaim was nothing but nice to me. If it's who I think it is. Yeah, the Liege.
Ask as many as you wish, Shireen. Trusty goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Oh, sure you can.
A fair deal, Shireen. If your heart desires, we'll split the recovered cargo 50-50. That will be fair. But if goods of incredible rarity do not interest you, then I'll make it worth your while with some bonds equal in value to a couple of full holds. Of course, I am aware that my personal means cannot compare to yours, Shireen. So I do not hope to impress you with money. But I can. You truly know how to do business, Shireen. You demand payment before giving an answer because you're aware of the weakness of my position. I respect that. And I don't know if it's the alcohol talking or just a feeling I have, but I want to take that risk with you. True jewels are meant to be held in the hands of the worthiest, Shireen. Please, accept this humble gift. May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here. That's where those ash mags are keeping the stolen
Help Jay recover the cargo from...
over the bridge and
okay.
to the left. There in the depths you'll find...
Welcome to the Adeptus. The Adeptus Amazekis. I love it, ma'am. It can be. Are you Sister Argenta? The Sister Argenta? The one who has the worst... The one who has the worst scum on footfall shaking in their boots? The whole station is talking about you, and here you are in the flesh. In our humble Amazekis. No more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. Or are you so interested? Why are you so interested? You looking into her for something? Apologies, man. Me and my big mouth. I guess this is why they broke my jaw so many times. Jay, you know, Jay's pretty great. She's made a name for herself here on Footfall. She's a woman who came from nothing. She follows the unwritten rules of this place. She doesn't walk all over weaker fools, folks. And she drinks like a fish to boot. There's lots to respect. The sad thing is, it looks like she's got on the wrong side of Vladimir. And since both of them, well, I guess all three of us have ties to the Kazbalika, whatever. Haven't been to our fine station for a while, have you, ma'am? As per usual, there's never a dull moment. Either someone's getting shot in a square, or some rich guy is going on a safari to hunt commoners in the shadow quarters. That's so fucking sick. So mental. Like, what kind of world is this? I want to live in the 40k universe. I'd probably be a servitor, though. Or an inquisitor. Sure, the Liege makes sure that the local shenanigans don't get in the way of business on the station, but what happens on the outskirts adds a little spice to our lives. This one might interest you. A tale I heard from a tipsy voidborn from a cargo barge. They exited the warp halfway between Firabundus and Avioris system and came upon the shuttle wrecked adrift. The shuttle was registered to the Inevitability of Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was bound for Footfall, her cargo holds brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it could be quite a lucky find. I think I found it. Here's another tidbit for you. Some poor sot was here brawling about how his crew tossed out a whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact, and once they docked at the Footfall, he immediately went on the run. No surprise there. Had they discovered this blunder, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ship he served on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale's realm. She passed the 100 Dreams crossroad and Langren's belt. If you happen by that area, you might want to look for whatever that idiot chucked overboard. Yeah, seriously. Akira looks at you closely and takes a bottle from the shelf, uncorks it. The alchemical composition of this substance is known to me, but never before have I come across such an unusual application, an exquisite path of martyrdom in honor of the Omnicia. I speak from personal experience, Chastety. Don't. The glass contains a liquid that is clearly made from spent promethium. This is moonshine, virtually unfiltered, that quickly blows the drinkers off their feet, and when imbibed, regularly turns their liver into bubbling sponge. I mean, I have good toughness, but Octavia grabs a dusty, unopened bottle from under the bar and a clean glass. The amber liquid splashes against the crystal walls as she adds in a couple of black pebbles. Yeah, no. I don't trust that.
The divine watches over us.
I mean, it sounds weird. There's so many other things will kill me in this world that I would be like worried about this one little alcohol, but it don't sit right with me, yo. We mapping it. Yeah, boy, we mapping it. We're gonna go loot this shit right there, whatever it is.
Know your duty.
I love how it's like 1:30. No, it's like 2 in the afternoon here. My girlfriend fell asleep. No? This? Hey! We got that.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Oh, is it this way maybe? Oh, this doesn't go down. Oh, so it's not that way.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Okay, so I have to go in the deepest area of the shadow. Wait, let's see if there's anything else up here. Cause I came in here. There's a loading screen. Let's make sure we grab everything we can grab. Pilfer all there is to pilfer in this hole. Giggity.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Yeah, this was clearly a ship. You can actually tell it just by the... oh, thugs. I like thugs. Will thugs attack me if I go into their thugging area? Ooh, Rizza. That guy had a name. The woman looks to be in her 40s, and she's surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against her dusky skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through a smudged lens of a prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to the knuckles. Me too. Well, one of my arms is, anyways. Looking for something specific? You're buying or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Tech is always the best. If it's broke, no sweat. We'll fix it or take it apart. And if you score something so nasty that your fussy everyday traders won't even look at it, fear not. Just bring it on over. Okay, well. The handling of sacred technology by laypersons uninitiated in the Omniscience priesthood is a Category 8 blasphemy, incriminating evidence of profane acts perpetuated by the unit named Old Rizza has been recorded for use in future judicial proceedings. Do you mean to threaten me, Tech Priest? Well, then I'll keep a record of this conversation too. I wonder which of us will feel the harsh hands of justice first. Will it be me standing in chains before your brethren, or you standing in an airlock before my boys? You heard about how the clipper St. Ignatius got hit recently? The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value taken. Well, that was my boy's handiwork. Oh, well. An ill-considered confession. Confession? What are you on about? Old Rizza just likes to embellish when she wants to make an impression. The nonsense she sprouts in the presence of important people. We call ourselves the Fellowship of the Void, an association of enterprising, like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of the possessions that are weighing them down. You notice Abelard's face twist in disgust. It would seem he has a rather strong opinion on the individuals to whom Rizza refers to as the Fellowship of the Void. Pirates, in other words. Please, no need to be so crude. Your esteemed self, no doubt, is aware of Hieronymus' preaches that asceticism is a virtue, and that only by rejecting material wealth can we ascend in faith. Well, I couldn't agree more. We are merely helping the servants of the Imperium be a little more like Hieronymus. Hieronymus, I don't all these names. And taking a small commission for our troubles. These swords are all so cool, but they're never like... Wait, what's this called? Oh, monofilament grenade. Oh, that's cool. Staff of the Endless Flame. Oh, that sounds like something that would be good for a fucking pyromancer, yeah. Ah! Needler. Needle pistol. Is that a shuriken? Yeah, it's a shuriken rifle. Yo, that shotgun looks crazy. Earthbreaker. Oh my god. Is one-handed. Yeah, but you don't buy, right? Like, I can't sell you any stuff, which is, I find really stupid. But maybe that's just because I don't have... I kind of wanted to attack her.
The Divine watches over us.
Can I? I think I can. I don't know what kind of problems that causes, though. Yeah.
Know your duty.
Like, I'm pretty sure I can kill all those guys. But right now, let's not. Let's see where this is going.
Let the fate guide my path to glory.
That was a dead end, right?
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
So, though I agree that would be a good idea, I don't find that entirely fun. I kind of like living with the consequences of my stupid decisions. Like, I probably would save, but I don't think I'd go back to the save unless I literally broke the game. like I couldn't continue. But if it just keeps me from being able to deal with that particular faction, that doesn't really bother me over
The
much.
divine watches
Like,
over us.
I'll end up playing this game again, and I won't destroy that faction with my other character. So eventually, I'll have the chance to do it. But we're not going to do it right now. Besides, it's not. I don't think it's worth it at the moment. But yes, saving would have definitely been the right call on that before I do it. I love that map, those drawn maps that they have. I wish there was more maps like that in the game. I should go back to my other character just for the rest of the stream, but like that sequence of events from the Electrocenobium to here, it's a little tedious.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Was there a new place that got open here that I didn't see before? Oh, I bet you it's in the I'll go back here, but I'm pretty sure it's in the contagion zone. So that means I won't be able to go in there.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I don't know how to get to the containment zone. I think I have to go back and talk to what's his nuts. I should also go talk to Hyronius. I believe we killed all the heretics. Oh. This was where we go. What the hell did I just miss?
Let the faith guide my path to glory. With each step, I forge my destiny among
Container's
the
alright.
stars.
Wait, maybe I'm supposed to talk to her. Let's talk to her. Come on, dude. Don't get stuck on stuff. So this is where you need to be, which is good.
Know your duty. The impure cannot
There we
escape
go.
their fate.
Give me strength.
You can Magos, you can go here. Chastety, you could go there. Abelard, you, since you're kind of my vanguard, you go there. Argenta, you're also kind of a vanguard, but like I'm not playing really on a hard enough difficulty for it to be. Yo, I would love to use her to my advantage. I think I'm gonna. Oh no, she goes pretty far, so we'll put her here. Yeah. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna select our zones of combat.
Request approved. Running binaric override. My vow is to serve.
And we're gonna do this. No, I didn't. Oh, that uses up everything. Of course it does. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad idea, but we're doing it anyways.
Give me strength.
That hits almost everyone.
Isn't this a job for the...
Oh, nice! It even toxifies them. That's actually really dope.
That is foolishness.
No, on me. Do it on me.
If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Oh, look how angry he is. Oh, he's got a las rifle, a long las. There goes. Oh no, the servitor. Oh, they hurt. Oh, nice dodge though, Cassia.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds.
I'll do it.
Okay, let's get out of the poison. Come here, out of the poison, please. Oh, that. No. Okay, we're not. Oh, I have to attack that.
As the Emperor commands.
That's good damage, though. What's this do again? No.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
I will not be deterred. The Emperor commands. Actions will speak.
Overwhelming stratagem. Yeah, that got him good, didn't it?
Rejoice in service.
A little bit of that. No, kind of a waste. Oh, not really, because I think I can do nothing. Did you just shoot me? Hey, why is Chastety going again? Not that I'm complaining, mind. I have no movement points. Interesting.
I will not be deterred.
Well, interesting. I don't know exactly what happened there, but that. Oh no. Oh no.
We prove our devotion.
He's big. Who's Core? Argenta, I think you need a little bit of toughness there. You can move here.
Everyone, step aside.
You can also pop a little bit of this.
Let's see to it. Naturally. I won't object to it.
I hate that there's all this gas. I think we're gonna back up.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Will that reach? No. So endure, and then wait. Oh, there's some more bandits coming. Okay. Did one of my characters just die? He fucking hit Argenta again. These cockholes, man. Oh, great. Stun grenades. That's good. If you shoot my guys, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill all your fucking people. No more of this garbage. Okay, everybody get the hell out of the damn poison. No, there's no cover either, but that's fine.
Request approved. Significant value. Running binary override.
I mean,
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I insist.
Just a minor setback.
Okay, you definitely need to heal yourself, please.
Injuries will not slow me.
They would have eventually with time, believe me, Argenta.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, I used up all my shit. Of course I did. Because of course I did. For some reason that used up all my action points. Now, at least I can move.
Rejoice in battle. I'll do it.
That.
Rejoice in service.
That does less damage.
Weak yet iron knows no pain.
The Emperor commands.
That really didn't help me, but sure.
Rejoice in service. I will not be deterred.
I think it's Jay who keeps doing it. She keeps pumping my guys with some stew.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
No second.
For the throne's glory.
There's two other people coming that way, but I'm not overly worried about them. Not yet, mostly because I can do this with Abelard.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. Indeed.
I can do another attack. Oh my god. It's corroding gas, I think, like an acid or something.
Functions successfully terminated.
Cleanse the body. Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deed.
May the Divine's will be done. I won't suffer this. I can't allow myself to do this.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use. Naturally. I won't object to it.
Follow my lead.
Shoot. I have a feeling that she's gonna turn on us, this J chick, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols. Request denied.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
That means my characters move faster, that's cool. You're blocked? You can't, yeah, you can't get hit.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Yeah, works just like in the tabletop version. It's a little bit weirder.
But not by much.
Why did that damage them? I mean, okay, whatever. Sure. Of course. Of course. Of course. These guys can shoot them through the walls, but I can't. Because that's how life is. Fair. Okay, that sorta hit him, I guess.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Whatever. Waste. What? Why?
And so shall it be done.
Why, Jay? Why did you give me that? Like, why? What the hell do you gain? Yeah, the cleaves. I know. These are one, but there's like the weapon I use, the chainsword she uses. If it's still the same one as before, the something of Saint Drusus or whatever, its attacks automatically use 2 AP, and it doesn't have a multi-hit. Like, it doesn't have an area of effect attack. Yeah. All of a sudden I don't trust you now, you're guys. Two, three, five. Thank the Exalted One. These ash mags didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Give me 2 minutes, Shireen. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew, who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal, specifically payment for your effort. Jade opens her mouth to reply when you hear a sound of many footsteps behind you. Stop right there, in the name of the Liege. Your Excellency, please forgive my vehemence. Most noble Chastety, I never expected to encounter such eminent person in this corner of Footfall. Most notable Excellency? I am Vladim Takara's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Xeno heresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a station of the Holy Imperium. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Chastety, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulation. Commerce tests succeed. It is too great a coincidence that the Liege's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarter just after Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problem with the shipment over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to Liege's personal agent, Vladim Takara. Okay, the Liege's personal agent. He's just the agent, Vladim Takara. Knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself and get rid of Jay if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhanded struggle between cold traders, and had not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladim might have succeeded. You are absolutely right. I have nothing to do with this. The owner of this cargo is presently under my protection, under a rogue trader's protection. Tell your master that he should think twice before crossing her from now on. And don't forget to tell him that I'm not mad, but I will be collecting the debt sometime. I wish I could see Vladim's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Well, calm down. Listen, Chastety, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Vladim and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroid. Exalted One, bless you and your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. You sully the Von Valencia's name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but do not be surprised if unsavory rumors start to spread on Footfall. It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, Rogue Trader, yeah? Sister Argenta, I've heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. And while we're at it, Shireen, when were you going to reveal your true identity to me? I am infinitely flattered by your attention, but if I had known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy of one, I wouldn't have shown I would have shown some decorum. Guilty as charged? You're right on that one, so I guess I'm in no position to criticize. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue from now on. My knowledge and my experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valencia's protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen. I don't know what you are, but I like having her for now, so we'll stay like this. The cold trader who's recently joined the Rogue Trader's retinue is ready to conduct business, big and small. The Lord Captain's... Okay.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
I'm probably gonna have to fight my way off station again. I'm guessing. The game seems intent on having me fight my way in and out of every situation.
The Divine watches over us.
I wonder if that pirate is either a girl or a woman, depending on whether or not you're a man or a woman. I don't know. It's just because I was curious to know. Like so far, is it split half and half, male female? The crew so far. I feel like I have a lot more girls. Abelard, Heinrichs. I mean, let's be honest. The game is designed with the point of view of like, oh, it's guys that want to play these games, which is total bullshit. But I know a lot of girls who are into the 40k universe. They're all metal chicks, or rocker chicks, whatever you want to call them. But you know, I guess some would be considered goth chicks as well. A hot goth mommy in leather.
With each step, I forge my
Step on my nuts, hot goth mommy. Was he here, the priest? I forget. I think he's here somewhere. I might be wrong though. Here-ish? I don't know. I feel like there's a priest here somewhere. I should probably want to talk to him. Oh no, it's not.
Know your duty.
Yeah. War is one thing. Constant tiny little conflicts is different. This is not the right place, is it? I'm on the wrong section of the map for what I want, I think. I think it's on the other. It's weird that it doesn't let you see other parts of, like, other levels.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
That's the ship. Ah, crap, I forget where it was. Isn't the atrium where I landed? No, the void dock is where I landed. Yes. So then the atrium is where the priest is. Hey. They've really made CRPGs way more complicated than they used to be, like with all the buffs and stuff, because Baldur's Gate it had spells that you could cast on friendly targets to give buffs and stuff. Or the OG Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. But you didn't, like, unless you were playing at the really hard difficulties, you're not front-loading your characters or your mage characters with any of the buffing spells. It's a wasted slot. Like, it just is. This is what I want. Okay, so... Yeah, I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. My sermon planted the seed of faith in the hearts of another rogue trader once. Incendia Corda. Perhaps you are destined to become my second fledgling. This one. Have you heard of the Aspice? The Aspice? Heard of Aspice Corda, pirate blasphemer, xenophile, and egregious apostate. Incendia is her heir, and a rarity among rogue traders. The protection of the holy warrant typically leads to the swift atrophy of conscience and pious dread, but not in Incendia's case. She relentlessly hunts down pirates and firebrands and brings rebelling colonies to repentance. Establishing strict discipline, the weight of her wrath is great indeed. The colonies she punishes are girded with orbital rings of heretic corpses. Oh, nice. As a warning to the survivors. As her personal confessor and guide, I find no end of joy. To the joy her triumphs in faith bring me. Wow, you're a little fucked up. It seems to me, Zealot, that it's the killings that brings you joy. I mean, am I allowed to say that? That actually seems heretical. Eh. This. It is, over the course of his life, that reprobate had burdened his soul to many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to the Grand Catechism, listing humanity's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful to him to realize that of all the heinous acts he had committed, not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Dens Belardo was afraid of death and that which would await him after. He hoped to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, that he had been more than a conscious speck of malign mold his entire life. Wow. I mean, that's kind of debatable, but yeah, like, it depends. If you're going full-on heretic and following the powers of chaos, you're probably doing human sacrifices, and that's gonna... When you're sacrificing whole worlds and systems to bring forth a demon prince, that's a lot of death, but I think they're both pretty equal. I think everything in this universe doles out death in equal measure. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. I hope his soul now burns as bright as his victims did. To accept charity from a pirate and a murderer is unbecoming of a servant of the Emperor. Ooh. None are unsullied. The corruption that drowns us is so impenetrable that I see no difference between the purest and the vilest.
The divine watches over us.
I could probably kill him, but there's no point. No, it wasn't you. I need to go to where the other guy was sent away. Ugh, I keep getting stuck on stuff.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
You know what? Just go here like this. Look at those two over there. Man, they're getting lost. Oh, that's me. I'm hanging out a lot with the Priest of Mars, it seems.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Okay. Now I need to talk to... Where is he?
Let us walk this path to the end.
Wasn't he... the servitor? That's the
With each
chaplain.
step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
They really need to change this thing where the fucking foreground occludes when you walk in front of it. It is so fucking annoying that I lose sight of where my character is going every single time. Good Lady of House von Valencius, I'm ever so glad to see at least one decent person in this crowd. Can we talk? Support for from an envoy of an esteemed dynasty could carry. We haven't been introduced. Pardon me, Cass Belardo. I have the honor of being the only child of the deceased. Ha ha ha! That's hilarious. Even good old Chaplain doesn't tell me to repent. He gave up on me long ago, and my old dad, he gave up on me long ago before that. Wait, you mean that repentance? The stupid ghost or whatever it was? I'm pretty sure my father did it himself, the senile kook. Burn the heretic, kill the Xenos, and purge the unclean is very dogmatic. Yeah, I know. No, heretic is I need to bring forth my demon prince god, so I'm going to sacrifice as many things as I can and revel in blood and slaughter. You're thinking more iconoclast, which this game put that way, which is more the people who sort of fight for the people and who don't want anything to do with chaos and don't really want anything to do with the Imperium either. But heresy is just as bad as non-heresy in this, as dogmatic. It's just as bad. And the difference is, like, it's much more vile in how it kills. Like, sure, I'll exterminate a planet, but that entire planet burns and most people don't really realize what happens until it's too late. Whereas, like, the cultists will literally rip you apart alive so that your screams is what brings forth the demons. So, you know, like, they're pretty much equal. there's as much blood and death in both. And very rarely do the heretics let you live your life. The daughter messing around. Where else could those words have come from? What words are you talking about? Oh, you don't know? Out of the blue, writing started appearing on the walls of our house. Just one word, repentance. Big swirling circles like a child's handwriting. The first one appeared about 10 or so years back. The help kept whispering about it being the works of ghosts. Woo! But for some reason, the old man didn't want to do anything about it, and he told me not to. The writing amused him somehow. Whenever he'd see repentance scratch on the wall, he'd just grin. Age, debauchery, old wounds. By the end, my old dad was more implant than man, especially after the assassination attempt. People tried to kill him, you see, about 12 years ago. Well, he grimaced, the lawful heir is being robbed of his inheritance. My dear father left his entire fortune down to the last coin to some nobody, a certain Fidelio who hasn't even bothered to come to his funeral. And I'm left with nothing. Do you think it's fair? I mean, I don't care. Your nobility, you of all people must realize just how wrong and unacceptable the situation is, so I thought maybe you could lend me a hand somehow, for the sake of friendship with the future keeper of the Bellardo fortune, me, and for the sake of justice, of course. Why did your father disinherit you? As if I know, the old man wasn't a heart-to-heart sort of person. Right up until the announcement of his last will and testament, I had no idea he'd put me in the doghouse. I have absolutely no idea. Zero. There's a will, there's a name, that's it. Maybe there's my father. My father's byblow. Some brother or sister I never knew I had. Maybe they're a whore who brightened his final days. I get the feeling that old loose chaplain knows. He's always known more about father's business than any of us, but he's keeping quiet. Put in a word for me. Suggest that they go over the will one more time. You're an envoy of House Valentius after all, and Footfall respects the name. And well, it would be nice to find out who this Fidelio is. Much obliged. If I was the one lying in that box, he wouldn't be crying his eyes out either. His son's feelings are complicated. I wasn't a good son, old Dens wasn't a good father, but I do miss him in my own way. Yes, he's always seemed timeless to me, not just a bag of meat and ugly ambitions like the rest of us are. That's fair enough.
We are bound.
Because I think I have to talk to the chaplain. This is, all roads point to chaplain here. I haven't the faintest idea, and I think that no one present knows either. Or 24 hired killers would have already begun the manhunt for this Fidelio. Yes, it could, definitely. One or two! Like, the thing is, like, I mean, I know that there's sex in this universe, because even in the most deplorable, disgusting places on our planet, there's sex. So, but it seems so weird in this particular universe for some reason, the idea of people copulating. Mostly because they can clone. I guess you need an unending wave of servitors. It's just a weird thing. Like, I guess I don't see the normal population of Imperial worlds having regular social lives. Like, to me, they're literally all basically just drones. They're not. I know they're not, and I know there's real people in hive cities and stuff like that. But it's just a weird concept for me for this universe. It's just so grim dark that, like, the idea of sex is like they would have found another way more bizarre and grim dark to make babies. But whatever. And the other criminals are not exactly pleased at being left out of the will. Yeah, that's the point. I can see that you're intrigued. I must say I am too. Even ever since I heard of my friend's death, I couldn't stop thinking about the mystery of his will. You have the Von Valentius name and title. Perhaps you can pull more out of the guests than I could. Here's the only clue I've got. Dens mentioned the name Fidelio to me only once. It was a long time ago. He was very drunk. He latched onto my robe and said, I hope that these are his exact words. And said, I hope that these are his exact words. I owe Fidelio, if not for the repentance. How strange. Aren't you Master Bellardo's confessor, Chaplain? How could anyone other than you have told him to repent? I didn't. That's for sure. I can't imagine what he meant by it. Oh, I've discovered some stuff? I'm listening. Huh, that's odd. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that, I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? Like, they're still nobles, so I mean, nobles have always, historically, traditionally, been all about themselves and fucking, so, and money. So I mean, it makes perfect sense. It it makes perfect sense. Nobles have always been known for, what is it? How did bunch of nobles who are always too busy fucking or fighting amongst themselves to do anything good. That's odd. I've been watching the guest list and I know everyone here. If you're not Fidelio, then no one here is Fidelio. Well, unless they were able to get in undetected. Okay. Yes, but what could it mean? I think I might know the answer. I'm listening. Clearly it's his desire to atone for his past. No. The influence of a warp entity. It settled in Denz's home and poisoned his mind. No. Could be a name, the name of a ship, for example. Oh no, I didn't know. What the hell? Let's do this. Like, I don't really care about the outcome. I just want to know who Fidelio is now at this point. I would ask the esteemed guest to stay for a moment longer. I was going to announce Denz's last will and testament after he was delivered into the flames, but the circumstances have dictated otherwise. And so, according to the deceased's will, all of Bilardo's fortune goes not to his worthless son Cass, not to his brainless mate Dagon, but to Fidelio, a mysterious new heir. However, I believe a certain party would like to intervene in the process. A minute passes, then another. The guests fidget nervously, but your words are met with nothing but silence. Frankly, I'm beginning to suspect that this Fidelio from the will is just one of Denz's jokes. A stunt like this would be right up his alley. I imagine he'd be ecstatic if everyone at his funeral were at each other's throats. That's true. That actually makes a lot of sense. Still, the decision is yet to be made. We have money, but we have no heir. I mean, no matter what I do, I'm gonna have someone against me. I don't think either of these people are who I want, though. I should have investigated further. I mean, in the name of the will of Fidelio, the name on the will is Fidelio, but all his life Den spat on laws. I think he'd understand. Yes, thank you. Though luck, Daddy dearest. Tough luck, Daddy dearest. Though thought you'd leave me high and dry. Fat chance. I'll drink myself a bottle or two tonight and hope to you blow your stack out there wherever the damn you are. I imagine the crematorium has got its furnaces up and running already, but I feel it would be kind of sad to just shove Denz in there like that. He was known as Jerry Can Denz, and he loved having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. I think it'd be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to produce a jerry can of promethium on footfall. Fitting. Want to stay and watch? Sure. Well, let's get started. I don't know if I get this guy to come with me. This chaplain would be interesting. I'm already technically a Nice. Love it. That was good. Oh shit, everyone's gone. Like, even the people who were working. They just, the entire station disappeared after this. Like, we were only here for this. There was a stage show for this funeral. I mean, he is gone, like, completely. Everyone's gone.
We shall reclaim what is
Really?
rightfully ours.
I sound so heretical. I took the heretical female voice. I sound so wonderfully angry, it's great.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I'm supposed to have a servo skull that follows me around, but I haven't seen it yet. I got the add-on, the download, the free download, but I don't see it. Maybe it's only on the ship.
Know your duty.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who are you?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Oh, just a preacher. I was wondering if maybe he'd appear back with this guy.
The divine watches over us.
No, he's not here. Okay. I mean, a couple of people have showed up at my ship, so he could just show up at my ship. Is that a... I just realized, I just want to see the statue. Is that a commissar? Aw, man, I want to see the statue.
By the blood of martyrs.
Is this some kind of commissar? I think it's a commissar. Can't see it very well, though. Yeah, wait. Yeah, it's a commissar. Yeah, it's some commissar. Okay, so let's go back to... Let's go talk to this guy. Because I'm pretty sure we did a lot of cleaning here.
Know your duty.
Yeah, I don't know where Janus is, but I have to make it to that. Part of the Shadow Quarters, the poorest asteroid on Footfall, has been placed under quarantine. The authorities suspect an outbreak of a disease or an infestation of parasites. It is vital to keep an eye on any potential threat. The local inhabitants or the Liege of Footfall can provide more information. Yeah, we'll go check him out. Meet Argenta on the ship. Okay, secret cult. Heinrichs possesses information about some of the plans of the Cult of the Final Dawn, plans connected to the industrial world Kiavagama. The future struggle against the cult will depend on the result of his search, which is the reason for his joining the Rogue Trader's retinue. The interrogator has asked the Rogue Trader to set aside some time for the... Okay, so that's on the ship. The Lady Navigator is at odds with the crew, which is causing serious problems on the ship. The Voxmaster has asked the Rogue Trader to speak to Cassia to remedy the situation. Oh, we will do that. Lucrative opportunity. The Cold Trader, who recently joined the Rogue Trader's retinue, is ready to conduct business, big and small. Okay, so that's all. All this stuff is on the ship. This is all companion quests, and it's all on the ship. And this is a new ruler. The Lord Captain is to take Theodora von Valencia's place as the ruler of the Protectorate. The command. Yeah, I know. I understand this, but strike a deal. The Rogue Trader possesses immense power, and many of the world's influential figures wish for an alliance with them. For the Lord Captain to make a deal with such a powerful partner and supply them with resources or riches could be the asset could be to a... Yeah, okay, so that's the one where I need to get the food. So that all sort of falls together, which is fine. Yes, I need charges for that. Okay. Do I have charges? I don't even know if I can see where my melted charges are. I think they're... Ooh, I have stimulants. Okay, plus 70 hit chance that reduces dodge. Oh, that's not good. Suffers 10 damage for any source until the end. The user suffers minus 10 damage from any source until the end of combat. After the combat ends, the user suffers a rend. It's like, I don't know, it's like a heal or something. Doesn't sound very good.
Let us walk this path to the end.
In this game? I doubt it. I mean, maybe. So far, I've been, like I said, I've been super impressed by this game, and I am also very, like, I'm very curious as to what else they've put in it. Because so far, there's quite a lot of stuff that has surprised me, even just in like the weapons. Like, I didn't actually think we'd. Oh, I got some new stuff here. What's this? No. Once per turn, when the wearer scores a critical hit with a pistol, the next attack with the pistol costs. That could be really interesting for Abelard, because he uses a pistol. I think it's a pistol. I think it's considered a pistol. It is well, it says pistol, but it says las, but I'm going to go with yes. No, he doesn't even have anything. That's perfect for him. There you go. I think those... I mean, this immediately brings... Yeah, no, we're going to give him these. I think they're better. Definitely. 100%. 100% better. 100%. Also, I gave him this. I think I'm going to give him this one, because I like the idea of him being able to... Because he uses endure a lot, so I like the idea of him... I was going to say enduring. That's not the right word. It's really interesting. It's one of the first RPGs where my characters are not completely geared yet. I have to say that surprises me as well, because I mean, it surprised me, but it doesn't surprise me. If we were Space Marines, it would surprise me even more. But as humans, like, they're more likely to play with like xenotech and stuff like that. Greetings, your ladyship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope that our deal is still in place. The station continues to experience increasingly severe shortage of provisions. Van Calox? Good day, Liege. I am accompanying the Rogue Trader. Please pay no mind to my presence. Your request is difficult to fathom, and even more so to honor, Master Van Calox, but I'm glad to hear that there aren't other reasons for this visit, unlike your two previous ones. Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I've been told that when the previous Liege was faced with a similar situation, he ordered that the entire asteroid be detached and dropped into a star. You could have at least supplied the people trapped in the quarantine. No, Iconoclast. I wish to help the people in the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them. I wish to enter the quarantine zone. You're right, Liege. The death of the people in the quarantine zone is necessary. Yeah. Out of the question. You would be putting both yourself and the station at risk. I believe I said I wish to enter the quarantine zone. Let's go. A man who introduced himself as a servant of House Corda asked to have a word with me, and then imagine the odds someone blew his brains out. Oh. That is truly an outstanding accomplishment, your ladyship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. The Anvers again, I presume. Those yeah, well, they're dead now, so who cares? I suspect that this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering Incendia Corda's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I don't believe I will be mourning that man's passing very long. There was only one other person who stood to gain from this murder, you. There is a certain charm to the bloody mayhem that reigns on Footfall. I am beginning to resent how frequently the people I converse with on this station wind up dead. I do hope that should our partnership go smoothly, I'll be able to contain this bloody mayhem, as you put it, on Footfall's lower levels, where its charms can continue to bring you joy without interrupting your ladyship's conversation with gunfire. Okay, well,
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, but at the moment I don't feel like throwing you. I gotta figure out how to get you food. That's what I gotta figure out. I'm actually just like surprised at how good this game is, to be fair. Just that is enough of a surprise for me. Like,
We are bound
I
by
feel
the
like I'm gonna
blood
get my
of
money's
martyrs.
worth out of this game. I could be wrong, but
Know your duty.
I feel good. I feel like it was a good purchase. Let's go back to the ship, since everybody wants to talk to me anyways. Hello.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Oh, sorry, where are they going? Wow. Maybe later we'll come back and go into the quarantine zone. I don't know if the option will open up again.
Let us walk this path to the end.
So what, I'm at 18 now? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, and then 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, whoop, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So it seems like 56 is where you stop getting, so maybe 60? Something around that?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
I don't remember how high it goes in the tabletop game. But I think I only played the tabletop game twice. And, like, we played the Dark Heresy, so we were Space Marines. We were Space Marines of the Ordo Xenos. And we were fighting at the, what are they called?
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
The ones with the paint their armors all in black and have a silver arm. Oh, 65, okay. Maybe there is no max level. Or maybe you don't get, well, you seem to get an upgrade every level. I don't know. We shall see when we see. Mr. Rich Tigger, we will see. I mean, I'm only level 18, so it's gonna be a while before we get there. I'm still looking for that damn Space Wolf, too. I've heard, like, one of the characters talked about a report of them being, of the Angels of the Emperor being in, like, the furthest reach of the Expanse. But I don't exactly know where that is. Okay, I really have to find a way to get to my planets. I don't know how to do that. That's not it. Okay. Abelard, thank you. I have to figure out where everybody is now. So we have the... Oh, you're Vox Master. You had some... Oh, no, you have some things you want to tell me, right? Oh, nothing? Okay. So there was Argenta. She has some stuff she wants to talk about. She's over here. Oh, and there's Cassia, too. She's here. We're going to talk to her first.
Words cannot describe how boring.
Panic flashes in her ruby red eyes, and your heart starts beating a little faster while your hands get cold.
Not here. I'm begging you. Aren't noblemen supposed to discuss such things away from the servants? Then lead the way, and I will answer.
Ooh, I wonder if this could be the she's kind of weird and alien-like. I think it'd be interesting to have a relationship with her. What is it you wanted to talk about? So we are in my study now, like actually in my study. Excellent, Lord Captain. I have nothing to say to your unfounded accusations about my conflict with the crew. I cannot recall my having a single quarrel with any of your people during my entire time abroad. Messenger, you rebuke. Butchered his own family and then killed himself. What? Is that true? Like, I don't remember anybody telling me that. During the warp voyage, you gave the wrong orders, which led to the vessel shifting off course and the service bay being destroyed. The officers are reluctant to be quartered next to your chamber because of the constant emotional outbursts. It causes them some even maim. It causes some even maim themselves and others. Oh, the emotional outburst, it causes them. Some even maim themselves. I have to learn to read punctuation. Would you mind telling me why you needed 100 species of bird and what you... No, that's too much asking. So, I haven't rebuked a single errand boy on the ship. Oh, I think I remember a kind young man with a shy smile and skillful fingers, with too much rotten ochre on his shoulders. I grew tired of the disgusting color and advised him to lighten his burden by casting the weight off his shoulders. He did not come the next day, or ever again. Yeah, go figure. I saw something in the warp, something vast, predatory, shimmering with indescribable color. It came from nowhere and stared at the ship with hundreds of hungry eyes. Right there in our path, I decided to change the course while it was still possible, but did not want to sow panic. Would it have been better to tell the crew we were heading straight into a monster's gaping maw? I've already told you I cannot control my abilities. Admittedly, I am at a loss myself. The day we arrive on Footfall, it seems you only missed 3 Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I didn't know exactly it was 3, but I knew there was a Space Wolf, and I knew there was a Drukhari. I did not know there was an Eldari. So, I wonder how that's gonna work. Aren't they supposed to be at each other's throats, those two Eldar? The Dark Eldar and the regular Eldar, aren't they like supposed to be killing each other? So we're gonna see how that works out. I haven't interacted with the Eldar yet, but I know they're in the game. And the Space Wolf is the one that I'm just dying to have. I want the damn Space Wolf on my team. You could tell me that he takes the space of every other character, and I will gladly replace them all with the damn Space Marine. If one Space Marine is the equivalent of 100 or 1,000 soldiers or whatever, the rest of my team is obsolete. I don't even need their skills. We're just going in. We're smashing everything. We're getting the hell out. I think. I sent a request to the ship's quartermaster and asked him to get me a songbird, but he never asked for clarification, and shortly before we left, I had a countless number of cages delivered to me, all wrapped in bright red panic. With flickering tints of fear, there was a bird in every one. Wow, okay. I was so excited I thought I would have 100 friends instead of just one. They were squeaking so piteously. I let the poor thing out. I even fed them my breakfast and dinner. But the stupid birds would not stop chittering even after bedtime. They were dashing about the room, smacking me in the face with their wings and defecating. Well, go figure. I became angry and suddenly they started pecking at each other's eyes and attacking me. Then I became afraid and they fell over dead. I do not think I want to keep pets anymore. I don't blame you. Will you share your thoughts with me? No, she's not a monster. You have a kind soul but have difficulty reaching out to people. I could teach you the art of communication, if you like. I like that. You have done terrible things. I would not presume to lecture a person of noble blood. I think so too. I don't know if I haven't noticed if they like. I haven't really been paying attention if the characters talk amongst each other, but I think they do. It's mostly because with streaming, I'm talking right over them talking most of the time, so I'm not really following their conversation. So yeah, I think it would be very interesting. I think they would probably like either pick at each other all the time or just never. I don't know. I'd be very curious to see. But I did notice that some of them talk, so there must be some playful banter between the NPCs. You have done terrible things. No. Woes dog your step, but we will find a way to defeat them, I promise. Everyone who has dared to slander you will be punished. There's nothing reprehensible about your actions. Well, I don't want to punish people. That would be wonderful. My education on Urak 5. Yeah, seriously, Argenta would probably just try to kill him constantly. She probably wouldn't. I wonder if there would be like a, because she's super dogmatic, right? I wonder if there, and if you're super dogmatic, I wonder if there would be something that would block you from even befriending them. Like if you don't even have the option to ask them to join the party, because wouldn't that make a lot of sense? Like Argenta, you're gonna say, hey, you want to join my party? And Argenta's gonna be like, whoa, filthy Xeno scum? No. And technically, so would. I mean, you can argue that the Inquisition will do whatever they need to get the job done, and because of that, then he would probably swallow his pride and allow them to be there for the short ass amount of time that they were going to help, but always thinking that you're going to get rid yourself of them in the long run. But that would also be a very interesting dichotomy, because technically Argenta and Heinrichs are, and me, I'm also technically a priest of the Administratum, so I'm also, like, we are supposed to be the big, like, go emperor, kill all the heretics, kill all the Xenos. So, like, it's very interesting to me. I can't wait to see. Like, I was kind of hoping to roleplay my, like, a slow deviation maybe to chaos with this character, but we'll see. I may actually make Cristal, since I'm playing this character very pious, I may actually make Cristal Chandelier my we may turn that game into a heretical game. That would be wonderful. My education on Urac 5 was cut short, but I had realized by then that the wisdom of books is a poor substitute for the wisdom of experience. Very well, since we are all done with this misunderstanding, I would like to change the subject. It would only be fair for me to ask you a few questions now, wouldn't it? Do not mistake me. I am not going to accuse you of anything. I just thought that you are the most worthy. Argenta would accidentally drop. Yeah, seriously. She'd make sure she's always behind them in the line and accidentally shoot them when she's doing like a 3-round burst. One of the bullets would accidentally hit the Eldar. That'd be funny. Oh my god. I would like to change the subject. Okay, right. Do not mistake me. I'm not going. You are the most worthy interlocutor on the entire ship, and you are always so busy. What would you like to ask? Whoa, there's a lot of stuff here. I read the treatise by Paisius. I gotta get closer. Paisius de Mobius very recently, who claimed that subjects would never believe their new ruler was better than the old one unless the old one had been a tyrant. No matter the circumstances, the low-born rabble become deluded by about their prospect and rebel in favor of their base desires. What do you make of that? Lore Imperium succeed. Your interpretation of this classical text is not entirely correct. If the subjects have grown accustomed to the ruling house, all the sovereign must do is refrain from breaching long-standing traditions, adjust unwanted laws, as gradually as you would shift the bed of a flooded river. No one will ever take your power from you. Okay, next, commerce. On the contrary, the loyalty of subjects can be bought. No. Oh, it has always been my opinion that subjects expect two things from their sovereigns: to abuse power and to bless their babies. No. Like, these are all answers. These are definitely all answers of all. These are definitely answers of all time. The answers of all time. I guess I didn't succeed. Indeed, I was not wrong about your merit or your ability to hold a conversation. I hope my second question does not confound you either. Uh-oh. According to the... Okay, you're asking me these, like... what are you asking me here? Are we deepening our bond of friendship? Are you deciding whether or not you want to stay with me after I deliver you to the house you're supposed to go? According to... Oh, this is a girl. According to the 20 tomes penned by the preacher, Oistach... Istefan the Forgotten. These guys have great names. Oistach, Istefan. I don't know. Mercy and cruelty go through the world hand in hand. Go through the world hand in hand. But people flock only to one pan of the scale. Would you rather inspire fear on your followers, or be magnanimous and choose awe? I would prefer awe. I mean, I would rather crush a rebellion than condone one. I will exercise restraint and leniency in my actions. Excessive suspicion and mistrust harden the hearts of people and turn them against each other. Yep. One must be a tyrant, a friend, and a jester to one's subjects. What matters is that to clearly discern which one is required at a given moment. There's so much power in your words, power that makes me want to join you. I understand now why your subjects are eager to follow you. I mean, join me. I admit I was afraid we were too different, and yet you helped me realize that I can be candid with you. I must confess that sometimes I can hardly bear the burden the house has placed upon me. I feel I am not doing my best. Tell me how you, heir to a protectorate, can bear the responsibility for billions of lives day after day and not stoop under all the weight. I have to do that? Fuck this, I quit. It is not always easy, but I try to lead the dynasty towards prosperity by worthy means. It is my duty whether I like it or not. The inner turmoil is clouding your mind. My protectorate, my subjects, my title are mere resources that I am using solely for my own... No, this. Thank you for your patience, Chastety. You are helping me to see... See, at least I picked a name that's a lot easier to say now. Because, I mean, I can say Crystal Chandelier, but that's not really her name. Her name is Crystal Chandelier. But that's really annoying to say, so. Our conversations hold a special place in my heart. Allow me to bid you farewell for now. I am heading back to my chamber to consider today's conversation. Okie dokie. Oh, but you left me alone in my room? I don't like being alone in my room. It's scary in here. I still don't have a power weapon, right, that I can equip? Or am I wrong? That's a chain axe. Yeah. Still don't. Oh. She uses Aldari weapons. And she has a fucking... Is that a two-handed chainsword? Yo! No, it's an Aldari chainsword. Oh, you have Aldari weapons. Wait a minute. You're cool. Wait, go to character first. I want to know what your class is. Okay, she is... Okay, she's iconoclastic. That's interesting. That's fine, whatever. She's an operative. Right? No, an officer. Okay, so she's... Voice of command, bring it on. Bring it down. Move, take aim. Finest shot, finest hour. So she's the same class as my navigator? Okay. She has reputation, that's good. Or is that her biography? Footfall. Okay. Well, wait. Okay, go to inventory. I don't think I'm going to change her weapons. I think she's got all the weapons I'm going to give her. I mean, that she doesn't need anything else. Those are dope as fuck. Can she have like double chain swords? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do anything. Oh no, she can use this. That's even better. In fact, I kind of feel like... I don't know if those bonuses stack. I also don't know if she can use them in one in each hand like that. We'll see. What you purring about, Baba? So she can either wear this one. Mimic fibers blend the coloration of the wearer into their surroundings. The cloak grants the wearer plus 10 dodge. Is that what she's wearing? That is what she's wearing, right? We're gonna keep that then, I think. Oop. Effectively wears voice command. Well, as an officer, that could be useful. But it's weird. The little items I don't get a lot of, like the this armor kind of makes her look less cool than her damn body glove did. But it is definitely a better armor, so you know. Yeah, shuriken pistol and a splinter pistol. Interesting. How do you decide which one you're gonna use though? That's the thing, right? I guess I can't level her until we actually go somewhere. Okay. Should probably drop some shit in here. Like all of these and that. And I usually keep those just 'cause.
You have my complete attention. Yes, but not here. I wouldn't.
Okay, we're all going in private. All right. Everybody wants a private minute with me. Thank you for finding the opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason my return aboard. I welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition with with its inquiries, Van Calix. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. Yeah, I don't want to be purged. Alright? To business then. The cult of the final dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Cronus Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your local protectorate. Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the Rogue Trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. The Lord Inquisitor mentioned, why would Ordo Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? Yeah, hi? Probably because it's a gene stealer cult? You are well versed in how the Inquisition is organized, Chet. Well, yes, I'm part of the Administratum. Yes, initially our arrival in the Kronos Expanse. Hey, buddy. Hi was dictated, yeah, by the need to fight Xenos, but there is more. The cult is tangentially related. Hi. To my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal, yes, the full truth someday, but right now, hi. But right now, I ask you to display humility and patience. Of course you do. Hi. You have spies. I don't really care about any of that. The Inquisition has spies everywhere. None of this is... this. That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of a newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I am surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind, even if someone who only recently accepted the burden of a lofty title. Chaos threads softly, Chastety. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they are like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout grows and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. The emergence of a cult on one of the rogue trader's planets does not mean the dynasty head herself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it would be noted that Theodora von Valentius was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedom granted by the warrant. Yeah, I'm not so. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgression. If it is indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem yourself, and then perhaps you will get the chance to salvage your dynasty's reputation. Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, run into lone renegades, stirring up. You can respect every companion in your character. I was looking to see if there was a respecking option. Okay, it's if you talk to him. Interesting. It's probably not going to be called something logical like respect, click here. It's probably going to be some kind of weird cryptic thing that I have to like click on it and see if I should do it or not. I'll have to look to see if it's actually worth it with Cristal. Much effort in the blood of the... wait. Run into lone renegades stirring up the rabble, insane prophets and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of days, a passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with new reasons why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and the blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne were spent before we established the connection between those heretics. Do you understand the fallacy that you guys are creating? You have tech priests who perform prayers and rites and rituals and believe in a religious doctrine of the machine. Your entire population, my retinue and I are, yeah, seriously. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune tellers. They clearly spread their agents all over the Coronis expanse, dismantling heresy, disseminating heresy among honest people in the imperial world. There's a certain strategy to their actions that changes whenever we get too close, and finally they have enough military power to have had the 2 ships that we had sent after them later discovered as wreckage. Okay. I don't really care about that. The person I mentioned is not a spy, but a secretary in the Nostratum department of Dargonis. I mean, I was that. The planet's governor and Theodora were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill a sacred oath of golden... Oh, okay, that's fine. The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains
the industrial world of Kiavagama. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning, and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engines of the Odysseus Mechanicus and even the followers of Nicias themselves. I will be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plan come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Coronus Expanse is already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Why did you spit? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later, Chastety. Chaos Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from the respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Marines in the Coronus Expanse, and not an entire company. Listen, just a squad should be more than enough to deal with anything we send after them. So,
hey, Lynx, how's it going? 25, 26 hours in now. I love it. I think it's great. I'm totally on board. I can't wait to finish it. I'm looking for my Space Wolf. I haven't found him yet. That's kind of my goal at the moment. No, I love it. I think it's great. Honestly, probably one of the better CRPGs I've played in a long time, other than, I guess, Baldur's Gate 3, but I prefer this universe to Farron, so, like, Forgotten Realms is like, nah, to me. It's good, it's a great game, but I prefer this universe, and I prefer this world. And I prefer the way this game is designed. I don't really like the playstyle of Baldur's Gate 3 versus the other Baldur's Gate. I do like it, but I like it less. So, it's a great game. I'm happy. Worth the money. It's almost identical to their Pathfinder game, or to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Oh, you have to tell every one of your characters what to do. It's turn-based, so it's that kind of slow as well. So if you don't like that, then you might not like it. Disjointed pieces of data that finally merge into a single picture. There's a lot of roleplay, there's a lot of reading, and there's a lot of, like, situation and knowing what's going on. Traveling between planets. But it's not an action game. It's definitely, there's combat, but it's definitely a slow-paced game. Single pictures. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from that world arrived on Footfall. The reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fate of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in their hand. You're very welcome, Lynx. Always happy to be of help if I can. Which is why you need to be ever more vigilant, and when looking for seeds of corruption on your planet. Yeah, I just want Elden Ring DLC, me too. Grumble, 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 grumble. I grumble. I was gonna play Elden Ring, but that's gonna be tomorrow. We'll stream it. I'm gonna stream Elden Ring tomorrow and continue my Conan run. Conan. Which is why you need to be able. Yeah. Okay. So, lest they spot someday. Lest they sprout someday. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. Rich, that's a pretty fair assessment. I agree with that. But I could see someone who's more into action games or games that move faster find it tedious, however. Lest they sprout someday and spell doom for whatever is tangled up in its roots. Let me put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I am here to help you in the fight against foes you may not even be aware of. Dude, I'm down with the Inquisition. Let's do this. Thank you for sparing the time, Lord Captain. I just gotta figure out... I just left this goddamn place. I need to go back to... And then I'm gonna go talk to Argenta, and guess what Argenta is gonna say? She's gonna say, hey, why don't we go somewhere private where we can talk? And we're just gonna reappear right back over here. That's okay. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter, but I sure like to bite her. Oh...
Greetings. Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, Rogue.
I wish there was more voice acting. That's my only thing.
I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
I don't know if I trust you, Argenta. That's a little bit much. We're not going to my room anymore. We're going to the actual reliquary of the ship. I think I can take you in a fight, even though you're an Adeptus Sororitas. I mean, I say that like she's a Space Marine. It's a completely different thing. Although she's wearing a power armor, technically. Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature of the warrant. Oh, she's looking at the signature, the Emperor's signature. It's probably Malkador, though, although I think these warrants were issued back when the Emperor was still alive, so maybe I'm wrong. A seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. Yeah. If thou sees a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest a plea in mine, bless me. This plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and righteousness. For I breathe by will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine. Thanks, Lynx. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. Rogue Trader, we need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something, the truth about how I ended up on Theodore von Valencia's ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. Of course. Well, she didn't lie to me, she just didn't say anything. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary, yeah, you told me at the beginning of it, the reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus. It's like Optimus, but not. Hieronymus' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was why Lady Theodora, head of the dynasty, that was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. It was from her that I learned about the planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from the convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I've never heard of such a planet. Does it belong to the Von Valencius dynasty? Yes, now the planet is yours by right, but it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain in due time. May I continue? The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint, she is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the one star. For the fallen ship, which now served as a resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly, I myself, named after the saint, came across this information. I realized at that moment that this was important, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronius to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet, Salus Prime. Why did you keep your supposition from Reverend Hieronius? Surely he could have helped you with the search for their ship and that saint's remains. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was a portent revealed to me personally. Can't you see? I told Reverend Hieronius the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hands on her remains and relics, it would have been a sign that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favor. Oh, you were not. Your actions were driven by hubris, Argenta. It's as if you wanted to keep your discovery all to yourself. That's understandable. Searching for your destiny, for your place in the world, is a special matter, a personal one. You either succeed at it or you don't. That was irresponsible of you. If you had gotten yourself killed, if you were the only one who realized what you were dealing with once the planet had been described to you, then the secret was yours and no one else's. I don't know. You suspect me of unworthy urges, but I will accept this reproach and try my best to think on it. The sisters know the meaning of humility. Okay. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augers failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though according to the legend, the ship was can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the description of the mountains and rivers from the millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found the way to the ship, and that's when we were attacked. The words were heard from the heretic's shrine on footfall something about ways, doors, please address to some lord at the edge of daybreak. They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attack us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I led to the search of the relic. Yeah, seriously. It's like literally a big wall parchment. I want to see, like, I'm curious to know if the Emperor actually penned this, like... It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship on Kernrad, and Kernrad's betrayal. What if these all are all linked in the same chain? I think they are all links in the same chain. What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valentia service? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange the audience with Theodora and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly what I wanted, why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that virtue must have... It's so big! I mean, you need a void chip. It's so big. Otherwise, how the hell are you going to carry it? Like, I never told him plainly, but could delight a heretic more than defiling a relic. Oh yes, and I sincerely hope that we will meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions before he is plunged into the cleansing flame. Yes, Rogue Trader, I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the arch enemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness. You know what? You're going to tell me that I'm full of light, and from this point on, we're going heretic. No, I'm kidding. Although it would be funny. A woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists of Footfall. Yeah, but I would have done that even if I was a heretic. My heresy is different from their heresy. Alright? We're all... I'm not even a heretic. I'm an apostate. I don't even believe in your God. I'm completely out of your religion. I'm an apostate. Gone. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who's willing to honor those who lay down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. Yeah. And the way you acted in that moment, do you remember? There was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. Yeah. I didn't shoot him because I didn't have a gun on me. You found the words that could comfort him. You didn't punish him, didn't scare him with a show of austerity. You even admitted that you are not all-powerful. It surprised me. I even saw it as a weakness at first, but after giving it some thought, I saw the wisdom in it. The way you openly addressed the thoughtless boy does you credit, Rogue Trader. Of course it does. Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Solus Prime to defend the relic from the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route, and okay, so fine. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship, along with the old navigator. But now I have a new lead: the data that we collected in the cultist shrine on Footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished, and may the light be with us both on this path. Please teleport me back to the bridge. Yay! Okay. We talked to Heinrich. Did Pascal have something he wanted to tell us? Let's go find out. Wrong way. Pascal's this way. Oh, hey Jay.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted? No truer words have ever been said. I'm far more exciting than some small-time peddlers from Footfall. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Jai Amira Fatqin Tamiri Ash Ifrit, the 12th daughter of the Lord of Ifrit, a distant world at the fringes of the Imperium. The youngest child is destined to become a bargaining chip in the family's political games. But I was unwilling to accept such a fate, and wanted to choose what to become, and which path to follow. When I learned the Exalted One watches over hundreds of other worlds amidst distant stars, I understood there was an entire world of opportunities beyond Ifrit. All I had to do was break the familial bonds tying me down, and escape the planet. Which I did, a long time ago. The Caronis Expanse. A gorgeous name, isn't it? But this backwater wasn't my original destination when I escaped Sherin. Oh no, it was the rumors of incredible freedom that brought me to the Caronis Expanse. Freedom that is generously bestowed upon everyone who can survive in these parts. All doors are open here. You can become a saint, a mogul, a kingmaker, or anyone you like, really. Here, hard work pays off. Unless you're used to lying by the roadside and complaining instead of toiling for the good of your soul, glory, wallet, or whatever floats your boat.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for the stream for today. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of where my further character was. Tomorrow we're going to do some Conan, and then tomorrow's Wednesday, and Thursday we're going to do some more of this, and then Friday probably some more of this as well. So thank you everybody, thank you Rich for stopping by, thank you everybody else for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.